Hey, what's up guys? It's Matt with 86 Gaming, and real quick I want to touch on something that's more of a niche, I don't really know the word, market, and probably not something everybody will be interested in, but if you kind of want that old school thing, then here you go, you know. I wanted to look at a cheap budget arcade type pad, and I was inspired because we're working on that arcade build, getting plans and deciding how we're going to do that, and we're going to build an arcade cabinet. So if you're interested in stuff like that, stick around because we'll be doing that. And I hate to say it like this, but kind of a budget arcade cabinet. It's going to be a full upright 2-player arcade cabinet, but we're going to do it as affordably as we can and make sure it works as great as it can using things like MAME, Hyperspin. Anyways, before I digress, get too far into it, I wanted to take a look at this because I saw it for I think 26 bucks, and the company, I have no idea how you say that name. It's Nygacn. We got nothing. Nyga, this one right here, that's the company that makes this, and I thought, you know, for the price that looks pretty good. I've actually seen this pretty much same looking one for a bunch of different prices, but if you're somebody looking to get an arcade stick to relive the good old days, then maybe what you want to do is look at one of these cheap ones. It's actually pretty fun to play on, and it brought me back to playing some Mortal Kombat, which is a fun game for me. I bought Mortal Kombat. I bought Mortal Kombat when it came out, and I got the luxury deluxe edition that came with the lap setting arcade fight stick, which was just really awesome to have for a long time. I got rid of it a long time ago, but I loved that thing so much. And this does pale in comparison to that, but you're looking at the difference between, you know, $26 and $200-ish. So if that gives you an idea. I like the way that it has these suction cups on the bottom, and despite the fact that even this surface right here isn't really meant for that, it grips it really well. I was surprised because you don't want it to slide around and go all over the place while you're using it. There's a few strange things about it, and some things I'll talk about that I discovered with it. It has, it looks like it would be LED, but it's not. These don't light up at all, despite looking like they might be able to. When I purchased it, I actually purchased a Mortal Kombat one that had a skin here, but I got this. Then I come to realize you get one of 3 of whatever random one they want to give you, so be prepared for that if you do order it. Talking about a few things with it too. We seem to have PlayStation indication buttons right here, like the triangle, the square, the X, and the circle. However, this reads in game like Mortal Kombat. It reads as A, B, and Y, and X instead of those, so you kind of got to figure that out. Also, when you're using a fight game like Mortal Kombat, they're labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So then you have to kind of figure out what's what to sort of get to that point of, you know, great. So you may want to take little stickies and put them on there of what these actually translate to on an Xbox controller type of situation, because it doesn't translate the PlayStation symbols, just Xbox. Of course, playing on PC, that's kind of what you expect. So it has really good feel to it, and that's something I like. For being such a small, slim little arcade fight stick, it's great. Plug and play, set up joystick, go. I mean, it was as simple as that. I had a good time with it, and it has good feel. I don't know a better way to say that. You want to be able to hear those clicks and move around. And real quick, we'll just take a break so you can listen to what it sounds like before we go on any further. So that's pretty much it to cover, guys. If you have any questions about it, be sure and post down below. I like it a lot for cheap, and it kind of brought me back to my arcade fight stick days, which is probably beyond most of you. There's not a whole lot of big arcades and arcades events going on anymore, and there's even people I know that were way more into arcades than I ever was. But it's just a fun little gimmicky thing to have, and you know, if you were looking for a little fight stick that you can plug into console or you can plug into PC, this might be good for you. Shop around because you'll see the same one for a bunch of different prices, and it's definitely probably better than the alternative of some of those $200-300 ones from like X Arcade. So if you're looking for something affordable, cheap, and just something that's small and nice to have on your desk while it also grips and functions very well, it's awesome. A little bit of a learning curve with figuring out what the buttons actually are, because like I said, square, triangle, circle, and X, they're all actually going to be A, B, X, and Y. And that's something that you might need to kind of figure out, especially if you're playing it on PC like I have been. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this, or if you've been, for some reason, just, I don't know, I had arcade stick fever. But if you, for some reason, have arcade stick fever and want to know about a budget arcade stick, it should hopefully tell you something. If I didn't cover it here, be sure and comment down below, and I'll try to cover whatever you might want to know about it. Nyga, Nyga.